Hello everybody and good evening, welcome back. We are continuing on with Zero Dawn. Last stream we were successful in freeing the Embrace from the claws of the Eclipse and then turned the entire Nora society on their head when we opened the door to their goddess. And went inside and learned a lot about Aloy and where she came from and why she looks like and shares the genetic code of Elizabeth Sobek. And to learn more about Gaia, we now must trek northward to the heart of another mountain to find out more as we continue on through the story. But first, we are stopped by this hut with a Banuk marking to take on a side quest that I particularly remember enjoying fondly just because of how unique this character was, and it made me very excited for the Frozen Wilds to learn that this is what the Banuk could be like. I mean, this shaman looks amazing.
Tribal girl, you're a hunter, machine hunter. I can smell it on you. Their oils and fluids. Oh, your hands are stained. Can I just scent your fingers?
No.
No, of course not, no. Forgive me. In my head, it's addled. Heavy with the taste of metal and lightning and prophecy. Do you dream of the metal world, Huntress? That's what you, Nora, call it.
His nose is bleeding.
The
So
ancient
his mouth.
world?
Yes, you've almost touched it. You hunt the machines, strip the parts, reach into their guts, let the sacred fluids run out, spilling away into the earth, wasted. Open your mouth to insight. Drink up. That's what I did. I'm Bren.
Yeah. Looks like it. Those wounds. A sawtooth gave them to you on the hunt, didn't it?
Oh, not just any sawtooth, not just a hunt. I was low, quiet in the long grass, spear at the ready to bring it down. Then the scent, the taste of its blood overcame me. I pounced, wrestled it down, bit into it. Oh, so close. A shiver through my teeth as they ground along the wires. But its teeth won out.
You're lucky to be alive. I think.
Until the wounds mend, flower into scars, only my mind can wonder. But why not trade, Huntress? You bring me the blood, I tell you what it reveals.
You're clipping all through your headdress, man. Ahoy, Mr. Drew! You've got us talking about the blood of machines with a slightly touched Banuk.
You really drink the blood of machines?
I heard tales of a tribe from the land where the sun goes at night. They were a suckle from the machines. No, it's true. Took wisdom and strength from it, drew closer to them. Then the tales go dark. A whole tribe disappeared.
Maybe because they all died? Drinking machine blood can't be good for you.
Oh, first it made me sick. Then came the visions. For days and nights. Machine dreams, Huntress.
Uh-huh.
These dreams you have.
Oh, you're curious. Good. It'll give you a long life. I wish that for you. That's my blessing. Now we're sworn. I'll tell you how the visions began.
Because you were drinking
is
machine oil?
silence. The sky is dark. I gather up the world and peel it back, expose the ancient metal beneath, like skinning a rabbit. It's warm to the touch, warm as the sun. Pressed against it, I feel sound. My heartbeat is the thunder of titans rising. Machines bigger than mountains, stronger too. The metal world carried on their shoulders.
I'm not sure I like these visions of yours.
Like giant metal turtles.
They're an answer. But to what questions? I must know. I'll share.
Yeah, machine oil definitely does seem to be his peyote, Manny. And I hope you're having a good evening. Thank you for joining us.
You're Vanook. Is this normal for your tribe?
No.
My tribe. No tribe! The other shamans said, "You've drunk in the machine spirit's madness," they said. "This is not the way of things." Stripped me out on the ice and left me to die. Said, "That's the way of things. Cold, unending."
They cast you out. But you survived.
Perhaps. I remember the chill pressed in slow, spear-tipped. Tall necks gathering their great dark heads over me like a garland. Then I was walking again, walking back to my once tribe. To return is to be forgiven. But I kept walking. No one stopped me.
Well, I appreciate you stopping by, Manny. You take care. Alright, well, we've heard enough. What do you want from us, Bryn?
It's been interesting, but I should be on my way.
Roam far, huntress, and remember, the blood is precious to me. Yes. Good hunting at the Ridge of Vales. If you fell a sawtooth, bring me what spills, won't you? Not enough metal in the rainwater. Not for my taste.
Or maybe too much.
We doing this? And then we continuing on with the story. Oh! Freaking birds. You're a Ravager. You're a sawtooth. Give me a chance. Give me a chance. God, I hate these birds. So fucking. Oh, this would have gone so much better without the frickin' lint hawks. There we go. I hate those fucking birds so much. Alright, well, let's get rid of them before we get into a fight with the others. Unless I can maybe find a way around them. Well, it's not looking like it. Oh. Right, you stay the fuck down. Frickin' birds. Yes, that's right. Come here, Ravager.
Sorry to spoil your fun.
No, no, you fight my kitty. Come on, cat fight. Let's go. No, don't fight me. You fight my cat. Alrighty, he just wants to go for me.
Bryn says the blood is precious. Okay.
Alright.
Handy.
Well, there's our first thing for Bryn done.
Keep quiet now.
Alright.
Huntress, you've brought me the blood of the sawtooth. Yes, I smelled it a hill away.
Don't make me regret it.
Wait here. It takes time, and the visions are strong. No matter what you hear, what screams, keep your distance.
Starting to regret it.
Before the time of the Sawtooth, the machines ran as one pack. Metal drumming on metal, keeping pace out to the lightning's edge. The rumble of low storms, that's them in motion. And then a confusion. Something has changed. The great direction breaks, splits off like a dead branch. They're tumbling now. When they recover, violence is what they know. Now metal screeches on metal. A death dance, learned from wars before our eyes had learned to see. The Sawtooth, the Ravager, they hunt in the long shadows of others. Jagged shapes, old shapes with bloody eyes. And the machines no longer rise and swell as one thing, an all thing.
You're quite the storyteller. But what's it mean?
Oh, meaning is not for me to say, only what I saw.
And you saw all that?
Yes. Doesn't it make you wonder? The machines that drive other machines mad, corruptors, it's their venom I must taste next.
Do you have any idea what that could do to you? You've drunk it before, of course you have.
I found fallen ones on Coiled Canyon's cliffs. Under the sun, it boiled inside them. The vapor. Intoxicating.
Right. Oh, corruptor blood. That sounds healthy.
Stocking up.
You know what? Y'all can just fight with my mount. I don't need it. I can find another one. I'm busy.
I can get out of this.
Oh dear, no. No, not that way.
This'll help.
Through that narrow valley there, maybe? Nope. Not Skyrimming up that one. Oh, nope. Not Skyrimming up that one. Well, this looks like it tracks. I wonder if there's going to be Eclipse in there again. Nope. They all dead.
This scrapes.
Of course. Yeesh. Quite the chasm. Of course, there are Glinthawks. There's always Glinthawks. Are you another one? Really? Kill for me.
Looks like I'm not the only one who has those proctors.
That was one way to do it. I don't think so. Now, where's your other buddy? There you are. Well, you know, sometimes you just gotta stick a shaft right up their butt. It's the best way to override someone.
Stink.
Go, little fox. If you were a boar, I would hunt you for your elusive boar skin. Is this a safe way down? No. Uh-oh. I know how to fix this. Where the hell is Buddy McBoy? There he is. There was a hole here. It's gone now.
So did you smell this blood coming? It stinks.
The richest is not always the sweetest, Huntress. In the jungles of the jewel, a fruit grows, but reeks of spoiled meat. Taste it, though, honey to the tongue. No. This is disgusting. These corruptors never belonged to the herds. They crawled from beneath desert or rust, from the bones of old machines. Sickness to spread. That's how they came. Cold metal runs hot, buckles with thorn cuts and tail stings. A fever of obedience. My ears are ringing. I grasp at my tongue. An ingot falls out, stamped with circles and lines. Directions, instructions to break a machine's will. I heard the metal screaming, Huntress. I leave the ingot where it falls. This isn't for us to know. Corruptor after corruptor tramples it in their greedy tread.
That is how they work. Kind of. How do you know these things?
It's not what I know, Huntress. It's what the blood knows. Am I the singer or the song?
Blood will tell.
I don't know what you are. Maybe get some rest.
No rest when there's unknown journeys to prepare for. Do you know of the hidden machines that hunt men deep in the jewel?
Stalkers? Yes, I know of them. Oh. Stalker blood next? Sure. Why not?
That's a ways. Wait, you want it specifically from... I'm fast traveling to that. Can I fast travel to a merchant? No. Whew. Well, either way, that vision sounded like that machine was dealing some good battery acid. Don't do drugs, kids. Right. I mean, this begs the question. What do you think is more potent, bathtub acid or battery acid? Alright, stalkers. I know y'all are here. Where are you, stalker? That works.
This should be enough fluid. These things are hard to catch.
Ow. Where you at? Oh, there you are. Well, you know, stalkers should be intense. Otherwise, you just got a lame stalker. We all know how to take care of lame stalkers. Stop trying to shoot me in the face while I'm collecting stuff. Nice tumble. Oh, well. Back down you go. Oh, hi! Stop that. Silly machines. Hey, no shooting. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Drew. I do try to kill with efficiency. And not just flailing. Although sometimes I flail efficiently. That was one of those times.
It's a clever trick they have, but no need to see what you can scent. This blood is sharp, Huntress. Flint sharp. The last time I took it into me, they say I slept the sleep of death and sweated dark oil.
Don't do drugs,
All right.
kids.
Try not to die.
A stalker, watching us, watched by us. In red eyes, I thought to see ourselves reflected. No, they were dull and set with a purpose precise from their machine mother foundries. They prey. They will not flinch. They are indifferent to the wild. They are final. They are weapons, that's all. My heart drops. Why look for understanding in the axe the moment before it splits your skull? No, there's more. The axe does not remember its smelting. These machines do, and pine for the metal world.
It's hard to know what to make of you.
Then open my mouth and look inside. A cave of echoes and memory, but not my own.
Also a cave
I mean,
of stench.
you're tough-skinned, I'll give you that. Especially on the inside.
I first drank at the spring of a fallen thunderjaw. The cables cried out like waterbirds. But felling giants is short work for you.
Trying to appeal to my pride?
No. To inevitability, Huntress. The tremor of their tread. Can you feel it? tugging you to the eastern valleys.
So a Thunderjaw next, huh? But of course.
Believe this is the last one. It's not too far away. We will take an untrustworthy steed.
Override's working.
Come, untrustworthy steed. We have not gained any attention. The steed is slightly more trustworthy. Ooh, I'm really going to have to start making a use for those soon. Maybe I should make that a project over the next day or so. I don't know if I'll do that one. But I will definitely add a few sound effects here and there. Here we go. Oh, I think the other Thunderjaw is alerted. Screw off, you bloody not bighorns. Oh dear. Okay. Do it this way. That's right. Come here. Come here. Yeah, let's get out of the water.
Enough blood in this beast for Bryn to set up camp as
Oh, I wish I could
There's
ride the Thunderjaws, wife of Drew. And I hope you as well are also having a great evening. It would have been an all-out dino fight, but I had to sneak in and kill it to death with its own cannons. Crazy guys are always the best. Alright. Once this is done, we're back on our story mode. Because I'm all but sure that the Thunderjaw is
I'll
the
find a
last
use
one
for
he
you.
wants. Right, y'all just stick to your own thing. Don't mind me. Why are there glint hawks landing right by Buddy Boy's hut?
just a little adjustment.
Alright.
I hunted that Thunderjaw you asked for. I should be the one telling a story this time.
You carry it with you. beam wire burns and bruises, the salt lines of your sweat. See? On your skin, tiny metal flakes.
You mean it was a hard fight? How perceptive.
What
Wasn't really
signs
that
you've
hard. I just
shown
pitted
me,
them against one
Huntress.
another.
But now, the blood. I followed red trails through a green world. Thunderjaw, striding with the majesty of an old god. These wicked parts, fashioned to kill men. This great hole made to haunt the sleep of children. And I realize it is a young beast. It was not there to see the first strange birds roost upon a metal skull. It became because of us, hunters. I saw many of tribes gone and yet to come. I even saw you there, fiery-haired, fierce, bared.
What?
Bared of metal, Huntress. Bared of what we tore from their hides to be strong like them, savage like them. We built our world in the machine's shadow. Called them out with every strike of rock and hammer.
You think some machine, made the Thunderjaw because of us?
When you've tasted what I have, in the blood there's change. Such a change. It's colder than Ban-Ur, hotter than the Karja sun.
Does any machine walk or crawl that you haven't drunk from?
In the mountains north, the storm birds. Even the air in their passing crackles with potency. In the sweep of their eyes, they see all.
Don't
One
get too
more.
excited. I'll get the Stormbird blood. Maybe. We'll see.
They must know how the orbit slows, fades, falls, decays, and yet returns to more than zero.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yup. I don't think there's a Stormhawk up that way. But there's definitely one up that way. However, I think we are going to see if there is a Stormbird up the other way. And if there is, we'll get it and bring it back to him after we finish the main quest. Or we'll just finish the main quest, hop over to the Stormbird site he wants us to go to, and do it after that anyway. Hey! It's my mount! Don't make early internet sounds at me, please. At least we know that one of them was working on a 56K connection. That's probably why they were so slow to catch up to me. Whoop! Do you have boar skin? It's a very important question. No! You have bones. Bones.
Get down or get shot!
Okay, that's a lot of fun.
Not built for mountain climbing, huh? that for later.
A lot of machine sounds in this direction. That would explain why. Don't mind me, Karja hunters. I'm just riding my broadhead. Don't mind me, tramplers. I'm just riding my broadhead.
Someone's for the trail.
Don't mind me, tramplers and long legs. I'm just passing through. Whoa! Oh, yeah. Eee. This looks bloody familiar. Orbits. Phantom limbs. Dictation on. My legs hurt. I keep reaching down to rub them, but of course they're not there. I tell you, it's one thing to hear about ghost limbs, another thing to be haunted by them. Moment my hand passes into empty space, I'm back in Bridgewater at that nano haze is stripping my legs layer by layer as the squad's medbot drags me out of the line of fire, and I start screaming like I was screaming there, in two places at once. Two halves, but one of them gone forever, dissolved. And through the wall of the infirmary, I can hear them cheering the MRB for saving our asses, covering our evac back here, crediting them with NYC still standing after a week. Do they even hear when I start screaming? Sergeant says I'll have prosthetics fitted tomorrow. Good as new. Both know he's lying. I'll never be good again. Well, that was depressing. Ah, we need to be on the other side of this. Something came through here.
The way to the mountain will be hard. Ferocious machines prowl every step of the climb.
More corrupted.
Not corrupted, but they will not tolerate humans.
So what else is new?
Oh, this is my way down? No. It's a way up.
Stalkers in the open. Watchers on the other side.
Damn it. I did need raccoon skin. Nope. Stay now. Good kitty. Oh! Oh! I told you. Stay down. Think not. No. Really, at the end of the day, it's just easier to melee everybody.
Definitely not scrap.
Oh, good. A lot of broken machines here. Ancient machines. And there's another path up. Oh, campfire must be up there. May as well tag our last vantage point.
Do they think they're guarding Gaia?
I doubt they think at all. More like an instinct. gathering them to her grave.
Of course, we have Glint Hawks. And Watchers.
Easier when I was a kid.
None of them seem good though. They ate that Watcher. Which is exactly fine. Let's see if they eat the Ravager just as fast.
With light.
There! Now have two Ravagers to deal with. Very, very helpful. There. I'm happy with that outcome. It's getting pretty snowy. It's my way up. I do see speckles of yellow paint, so... Oh, there's a road that I should be following.
Well, it's going white.
right there. Nope. Uh-huh. I thought we were going to run into the Stormbird up here.
Machine saw me. Guessing. I'm almost there.
Correct.
Where are you, birdie? Oh, ooh, that's no good. This guy now.
Gonna bring you down!
Welcome down to my level. Come on. I should put my sharp shot bow instead. Bye.
This fluid's powerful. Burns at my fingers, but not like the corruption does.
I'd say that was a fun little worthwhile victory. You gotta get up there for the final lookout point, or final vantage. Oh, that's gotta be cold.
These will keep.
There we are.
A pocket shit storm tour, day 10. So here's where I learned how the world would end. My second apocalypse in a year. Looks like there's a lot of construction going on now. Why would that be?
Oh. Function true. Evening winds, water laps, the heron's legs. Function true. And our final vantage. Hi, Ma. I was surprised when FAS sent me out here, and not just because the meeting was going to be held in real space. I was surprised to discover that anyone at FAS knew I existed. When I returned to work after treatment, HR informed me I'd been reassigned to the Vantage Project. It was exactly the professional death sentence I was expecting. The career equivalent to getting sent to a red zone without an environment suit. Everyone knew Vantage was one of those doomed projects FAS kept around solely for the purpose of assigning dead-enders to them, especially head cases like me who couldn't be summarily fired for fear of parity litigation. Month by month, management would pile losers on a lost cause, then cancel the project and lay everyone off. A ship of fools sunk with a single torpedo. Ain't wrongful dismissal if it's downsizing. I had nothing better to do, so I spent my time studying the tech. Chip design wasn't my forte, but I knew enough to admire what the engineers had accomplished with the Eternity chip. Stored data was guaranteed to last 50,000 years or more without degradation. As for Vantage itself, the project was little more than a failed marketing plan. The idea to promote the tech was by burying unlocked Eternity chips at scenic locales around the world. Public domain time capsules where enthusiasts could cache date-locked data. The project got as far as developing the spikes, portable drill applicators to sink the chips, then stalled when Grass Heckle encapsulates them on the market and stole Eternity's thunder. Anyway, I've been at Vantage 3 weeks when FAS unexpectedly sent me out here for a real space meeting. Me, a dead-ender, working a doomed project, dispatched to a high-security FAS R&D site inside King's Peak. It didn't make sense. Security put me in a small conference room and told me to wait. It was downright claustrophobic. Dim lights, bad ventilation, more like an interrogation room from one of those 90s cop vids. But what really got my attention was the noises coming through the walls, the non-stop bang and chatter of construction bots building something deep in the mountain, something big. The door opened, and some doofs wearing FAS badges file in. I recognized one of them, Brad Andak, a military division replications engineer I met when I first joined the company, but I don't think he recognized me. He stayed at the back of the room the whole time, looking distraught. I was about to ask what the hell was going on when a woman wearing a hijab walked in. She didn't introduce herself, but she didn't have to. It was Samina Ibaji, her name emblazoned in our minds after hearing that one audio file over and over and over again. Former lead archivist of the Odyssey, architect of the entire Homer project. She used to work for Far Zenith, huh? Interesting. Not a global celebrity by any means, but if you grew up following the Odyssey project like I did, you knew her on sight. Ibaji sat down and started asking extremely precise questions about the upper-ranged tolerances of Eternity chips. Then she asked me to speculate about the feasibility of various upgrade paths. The interview lasted maybe 10 minutes, whereupon she thanked me for my time and left. Everyone else filed out after her. Security came for me a few minutes later and escorted me to my vert. The whole way back to FAS, I kept trying to figure out what had just happened. What was Samina Ibaji doing at a classified Pharaoh R&D site, asking me questions about Eternity tech? It didn't add up. By the time I landed, I knew I wasn't going to give up until I puzzled it out. The worst that could happen was that I'd get fired, and that was going to happen anyway. I took a couple of days and got some geo work, but I got a fix on Brad Andak soon enough. He was going to a different bar every night, drinking to the point of blacking out. I shadowed him until I managed to proxy his focus and dupe his net protocols. I didn't find anything strange in his financial records or media patterns. I was starting to think I'd wasted my time. Then I accessed his Dreambox account and found the journal he'd been keeping for the past few weeks. It was all there, how the world would end. My first thought was, well, at least my ma didn't live to see this. My second thought was that nothing mattered anymore, which made it pretty obvious that I should kill myself. That guy was so much fun. I am so sad we don't get to follow him around anymore. Eight skill points, oh my. Alright, now let's get to this facility. Oh no! Okay, we're alive.
I'll tuck that away.
More wreckage. Here we are. This is also where our last power cell is, so we can get the best armor in the game after this mission too.
Guy's sacrifice. It did this. cracked the inside of the mountain like it was an egg?
Yes, yes. Quickly now. I've prepared the way ahead for you.
So you've been in here before?
To a point. You'll see.
Silence is definitely quite the
You made a
delver.
climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you?
Ugh.
If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with the climbing path either.
Don't look down. Don't look down.
We
Damn
look
it.
down. She responded to me actually panning the camera down. That's great. That was a good touch, Guerrilla Games. G Prime. So that's it. All those G Prime messages from like the Cauldrons and the Tallnecks were trying to reach this, but failing. Because it's been blown apart.
This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years. For years, I tried to get through this hatch. I drilled, I burned, I blasted. But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
You make it sound like I should apologize.
Not at all. It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key. A key in human form. The failure of imagination was mine, not yours.
How long ago did he come here, though?
Looks like you've spent a lot of time here.
19 years ago, a great explosion destroyed this mountain. Gaia's death, your birth. The echo could be heard as far as the claim. Ash darkened the skies.
Wait, so does that mean she's 19?
How they fretted in Meridian as they tried to read this omen. The crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, I was the first to behold what lay within. Over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful. Soon, no one dared to come here. Except me.
I see.
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but after seeing the damage, how could that be?
She said any effort to repair her must come after Hades is destroyed. I concur. Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades to use it as a weapon. Because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less convenient.
But do you think it's even possible to restore Gaia?
You know what the Cauldrons are capable of. How they fabricate any technology necessary to create a machine. By the same principle, it should be possible to replicate every technology necessary to repair Gaia. But that would take years. And we're counting the time we have left by the hour.
I thought you might actually be here this time. Actually, here.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You don't need my help to pass through this door. You were the one born to do this, not me.
Does make a point.
It's time for me to head in.
Yes. When you find the Master Override, you will gain the power to defeat Hades. Everything depends on you.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are cleared to proceed.
Nice.
Yes?
I need to get going.
Can't do anything with his stuff here, no. Alright. Let's find out what we can from this place and also get our power cell. Gaia Prime arrival log. Oh, it's an audio.
Logging arrivals. Logging arrivals. Shan Margot.
Welcome to Frozen Hell. Population 10.
11 counting Gaia.
Don't count your chicken embryos before they're incubated, hon. She's still firing up. Be a while before you eat that omelet.
I'm vegan, Travis. You'd think we'd worked in the same secret base long enough for you to notice.
We weren't scheduled to shack up here for another 3 weeks. You realize I just lost 350 kilos of pre-code smut comics in transit.
Wait, actual physical media?
Mind
Why
your
didn't you
footing.
have it digitized?
Can't beat the feel of physical media on your fingers. And in here, we ain't gonna be touching a whole lot else. Figured I was gonna pass the time archiving them. What about you?
Me? Work, I guess. My task queue stretches out for like 3 years. There's a lot of sharp edges to round off. After that, I hadn't really thought about it.
Oh, you will. You're what, 30? Reckon you'll be the one turning the lights off at the end. Food for thought, huh, vegan?
This sucks forever.
Nah, not forever. Just the rest of your life.
So this is where the Zero Dawn crew would have come to live out the rest of their days, the so-called Elysium. The mountain's still rumbling like it's angry. Whoop! Repel points are not my thing today. You can hear wires snapping and ice cracking.
Guess that's my way across.
Pretty good sound design for this cavern, I gotta say. Oh, she hasn't been immune to gravity for a long time. That'll come in the sequel when we unlock that parachute, and the ability to scan out handholds. By far one of the best quality of life
Thank you,
improvements.
Aloy. Just do it.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Further proof that she just says everything out loud.
It's held like this for 19 years, right?
Well,
Don't answer. Glad that's over.
Nothing over here, okay. Aloy. There we go. Going up this time, not down? Looks like. So what's down?
Not this way. Maybe further up the shaft.
Oh, this is just straight up dead end. That is our ultimate destination, if I remember correctly. That door up there on that hill. Or on that cliff edge.
This must have been where they lived. What's left of it. Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
Record. I just woke up. I see the numbers, but can't make out the time. I was dreaming of... I was giving a lecture in Q Hall. Maybe it was something more shamanistic. I don't know. An audience of shadowy faces under a blank open sky. I told them the world ended with a bang. A plague of robots. The last humans. We went out, not with a whimper, but a whisper. You know, in caves, ending like we started, huddled around a flickering glow. The heads of state, the Fortune 5s, the leaders, and lottery winners, and life cults, all of them buried in their little shelters. Some believing they'll live it out some way, somehow, or Elysium, or us here at Gaia Prime, no different.
Okay, this is an
Multitude
Elysium.
of tiny societies taking hold, flaring, dying. Some will be beautiful, some horrific, and none of them matter. Short-term civilizations. One last gasp before the long-held breath. Before I wake up, I know the audience is gone. I'm talking to myself, to a quiet planet, a barren sphere. Just Gaia and her long, long dreaming. I hope she won't be lonely.
Oh, Charles Ronson.
Evacuation happened so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Pake I'd be with him when he went under. But there was one last shipment of Paradiseidae zygotes I could get processed if I rushed. I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry at myself for... Well, he died alone. And I didn't get the bloody birds of paradise saved either. All the time left in the world now to think. Gaia Prime's locks are sealed. Elysium sealed up, safe and sound. A distance of miles, but it might as well be on the other side of the galaxy. All the betas and gammas and support staff living their lives. If I hadn't been an alpha, if things had gone differently, I could have been there. Instead, I'm spending the rest of my unnatural life in here with people I don't even like. And without the one I would have gladly spent my life with. Given a chance. 2 hours since I signed off on the final executables, and I'm already a bitter old man bitching to his focus. There's a thought for future generations.
Huzzah for gay-coded super scientists. That are also angry British people.
Elizabeth's room. I know it. She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us, it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
Sobek Journal, November 19th, 2064. File damaged, under repair. July 16th, 65. Halloween 65. January 15th, 66. February 3rd, 2065. All of these are under repair. Okay, where to next? I just came from there, though. Huh. Okay. Okay. All doors are sealed. Okay, now I'm slightly lost. Nope. None of that. So then where the hell... Yeah, no, he was pretty explicit. You're right, Mr. Drew. God damn it. I mean, it's above us. This does take us up. There, now we seem to be... Yeah, it's still one floor down. Or from it. Ah, how did I miss this?
Elizabeth,
Ah,
what is this?
it's a memorial.
This is Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for.
Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Oh no. Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So, happy trails, Liz. And, see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, alright?
Liz.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
That was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobek. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
And now we can go and find her corpse somewhere in the world. Can't exactly remember where it is, but...
Hell, Liz. I know you're never gonna hear this. That's not the point. You got to play the savior and the martyr all at once this time. Great work.
Look, Liz. You're a pretty stand-up gal. I'm sorry you died. If you had a home to go to, I hope you got there first. But
She
this
did.
monument Ronson's made to you? Kinda creepy if you ask me. Rest in peace, Liz. God knows you earned it.
Travis actually did have kind of a soft side.
You'd hate it, Liz, but I wrote you a eulogy. I had to try to express all your children. After all Apollo has taught them, they'll think they know everything. But they have to understand what you did for them. How you loved the whole world so much. With an intensity that was dazzling. Bruising. And in the end, it killed you. Or you died for it. Different perspectives. No one could keep up with you, live up to you. I don't know, maybe if I hadn't taken that postdoc in Joburg. I'm glad you shot down the Lightkeeper protocol in the end. I don't think I could have taken seeing another one of you. I mean, Elizabeth Sobeck. There's only one. I miss you.
Aloy?
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
Mm-hmm.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was.
It's very
You
Banuk of
shouldn't
him.
be afraid to admit it.
You think she was better because she was smart, because she designed Zero Dawn, but you missed the point. What made her great was that she was willing to sacrifice herself for others, for everyone who would come later.
No. She couldn't let her creation fail. You're confusing will for sentimentality.
They're both right.
Wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
She said she wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
Hello, Margot. How are you holding up?
Dr. Ronson, I've been getting a lot of messages, unsolicited messages from Ted.
Margot, I'm sorry. With Liz gone, we've got no one to run interference with him. I'll talk to Ted. He mostly wants updates, constant updates, hundreds of updates on things he knows nothing about. Liz used to field all of his crap.
He doesn't understand the systems at all. That was kind of by design. But he's getting pretty sketchy with me.
We just have to keep him happy. Liz always said keep him happy.
Are you kidding? You ever hear how she talked to him?
She was managing him, Margot.
I mean, maybe I should ignore him. He's buried in his pyramid with the Hola Hola girls and Panta Antimod cuckoos. What can he do?
Oh, that's a good question, Margot. What can he do?
All right. Let's start over from Eleuthia 1.
Running integrity tests. Dr. Brochard Klein, may I speak outside protocol?
I suppose so. There's no one to stop you.
Doctor, you are fatigued. You have been logging abnormal sleep cycles. Are you suffering from depression?
Well, I am trapped in a science facility for the rest of my life. How about you?
In a time slice of a quadrillion operating cycles, 10,000 are involved with processing the loss of Dr. Sobeck. I have considered quarantining these processes. Do you think that would be wise?
I'm not a psychologist, Gaia, or an AI scientist. No. It is natural. At least in the context of the work you and I have accomplished, which begs the meaning of the term natural. She was your creator. patron saint of this crazy endeavor. Our Lady of the Fervent Hypothetical.
Even assuming a string of significant failure combinations, Zero Dawn's chances of success are greater than the hypothetical.
It's called a manner of speech, Gaia. Take a note.
I know that voice from another game. I'm just not remembering what game it is. We found a lot of lore here. We've discovered the true death of Elizabeth Sobek. Still ain't found our power cell yet, though. Future.
What are we gonna plug into their heads, Les? A whole lot of history? A whole lot of so-called truth? A whole lot of noise? It's not pablum, Les. It's poison.
Sounds like he was going a bit crazy. Sealed. There's my next way out.
There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored, you found the control room.
I'm on my way.
There's an audio file all the way up there, huh? Grab the thing.
I've been taking a hard look at the project. In the end, it's simple. It's clean. It's clear. Erasure. Addition. By. Subtraction. I can make it better, Liz. With a single stroke. Make it all go away.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
Continue.
Yeah, Pharaoh definitely sounds like he started to crack around this point. Okay, we can't go down there quite yet. There's our Zero Dawn team.
When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
The Alphas were in there.
That they were.
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance?
Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. And what I'm trying to say is I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them
blameless
knowledge.
Murad.
Like it's a gift.
Ted, we've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
Ted, it doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
Sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice. It's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard. Millennia of culture.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Venting atmosphere.
Oh, Pharaoh, you bastard.
He killed them all.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the Sun Ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated, turned to dust, scattered to the void, like the Alphas themselves.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, silence. Hope. The master override. It's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it.
Awesome. I guess we find the power cell on the way back down? Because I felt like I was pretty thorough looking for it. Unless that's it right there. Nope. Unless there's a way I can get up there. I don't think there is, though. Nope. Well, that was a quick way down.
Try not to fall to your death. The master override doesn't override gravity.
Back here. I don't think I was supposed to go this way to get out, but all right. Just out of sheer curiosity. Had to try at least once. And where does it reset me? Oh, right here. Give me one quick second. I'll be right back. No, it's not up here, because it can't be, so we must have missed it.
Is that good?
Try not to fall to your death. The master override doesn't override gravity.
Wait a minute, what's that? Okay, that only takes me up that way, so then what? How do we get to that? From here? I think we may have just found where we needed to go. Because, yeah, we did not... See, sometimes it just requires going too far in one direction, dying, and then coming back and taking a good look.
This should be the
There
last
we
power cell
are.
I need to get to that ancient armor I found.
Alright, let's get off this mountain. Pronto. There we are. There we are.
You're here.
For a moment.
What?
Our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. Its code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse... the robots they've resurrected... they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse. Everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
Then get started.
It began with a focus. Recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed, right before my eyes.
Something she knows about.
That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the Jewel.
So you thought it was a titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But this was different. This was not quite dead. It couldn't speak when I found it, until my repairs gave it a voice. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know everything about our world, its tribes and machines. But the Spire was always its foremost concern.
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Its precise location, the surrounding geography, who controlled the land. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus. You have no idea.
And the Shadow Karja? How did they become involved?
The Karja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect opportunity.
An opportunity? That's what it was to you?
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back Holy Meridian. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the Eclipse was born. Anything to win back Holy Meridian.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more? Besides, I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' specifications. A thrilling technical challenge, especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Yes. I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it. I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity and communications.
What made you turn on Hades? Certainly wasn't your conscience.
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot. With my technology. I questioned Hades about its intentions.
A little late?
Indeed. I'd already outlived my usefulness. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive my reward. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order. I've been a fugitive ever since.
Uh-huh.
So when did I come into this? Our path together?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. That got my attention. A kill order against a savage Nora girl? Why would Hades bother with that? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus, and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old world. Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus, inside the Nora mountain. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature. And usefulness. Through you, I could finally discover the secrets of the Earth. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success. The rest, as they used to say, is history.
Sure it is.
The things you've done in the pursuit of knowledge, Silence. Pure recklessness.
Aloy, this wasn't a confession to elicit your judgment.
Unbelievable.
I've done all I can. From here on out, the rest is up to you. Take my lance. Fit the master override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in?
Exactly.
Oh, no problem.
Actually, it won't be.
Where will you go?
Elsewhere. And everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing. I traveled far to find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it? Entity.
Yeah, we'll listen to that again after. Fine.
I traveled far to find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it? Entity is not known. I'm called Silence, and you are I don't think you'd have called out if it wasn't something you wanted. You called, I responded. Will you tell me your name?
Hades.
You are a creation of the ancients. A war machine?
Define timeline.
Time? Ah. It is the 13th king of the Karja Sundam's reign.
Define Karja.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. Were you created by the ancients? I wonder how long you waited here, buried, until I chanced upon you. How long you'd have to wait for another. You're obviously very powerful, but you're not going to get anywhere without me.
Titan Flame merely houses intellect. Define Karja.
Now that's more like it.
Interesting.
I traveled far to find...
What is that, a text one then? No. Weird bug.
They're coming.
Preparations are complete.
Ah, Lucent Bahavas. Behold, as I promised you.
What manner of great machine is this? I've never seen such a thing. Stay! Stay your ground, Karja in shadow!
Incorrect. Bow before the buried shadow.
The buried shadow, I don't understand.
Did Araman understand the Glinthawk that perched upon the alight?
It speaks scripture.
Araman followed the shadow cast from the spire.
To the mesa where Holy Meridian was founded.
You will follow the shadow once more.
I am a righteous man, chosen of the sun. But in times of need, the powers of shadow can accomplish what the sun alone cannot. Will you return to us what is ours, O shadow of prophecy?
An army is required. Obey, and Meridian is yours.
Of our obedience you can be certain.
Nice play there, guys.
Preparations are complete.
The heck?
Ah, Lucent Bahavas. Behold.
There we are.
Task is complete.
Yes. The focus network is active, built to your specifications. Check it yourself if you must. I'll wait. But I remind you
I have to tell Avad that the Eclipse are ready to strike.
Quantum processing.
What happened with Derval?
Data has been compiled. Volume too great for transfer.
How inconvenient for me.
Come before me. You shall receive your reward.
Very well.
Helis. Threat detected inside Eclipse.
Speak its name, O Shadow, and it will die.
You will eliminate this one. Silence.
Silence. Yes. A truth whispered at night is seen in the day. He was never one of us. It will be done.
Pretty sure Looming Shadow is the final mission. Yup, it is. So, before we do the Looming Shadow, we will be going into the Frozen Wilds. Actually not. Nah, we'll do the Frozen Wilds after the main game. It just makes the most sense. Hey, one of the files was repaired. November 19th, 64. Just wrapped up inspection of Gaia Prime site. Construction is well underway. Reactor installed. Plans for control room remind me of Starship bridges on those cheesy old SF vids. Living spaces for alphas already completed. Prefab modules. Fingers crossed we never have to seal ourselves in here. Not that Elysium sounds much better. Spent last week at the Bryce site designing 2 ZD project labs, drawing up protocols. The base repurposing was huge, plenty of room for workspaces and residence blocks. The work crews already set up my office lab. Not a fan of all of the glass wall. Guess Murray's intention was to ensconce me as all-seeing presence. Opposite effect. Makes me feel watched. On display. Tempted to paint it over. Harris recorded his presentation yesterday. Suitably bleak. Scheduled to record mine Friday. As soon as the reception lounge, holo theaters, and first residence block at ZD site are finished, we'll start processing the candidates being held outside Tucson 27. 27 already. Extraction teams prioritizing Pac Rim and Aussie candidates. How scared and confused they must be. Snatched off the street, carted across the world, held in cells. Here's hoping they understand once they see the big picture. Going to catch a few hours of sleep here, then fly back to the ZD site. Harris promised delivery of QB lattices by noon. Expect Mark 1 will take 2 weeks to machine, assemble, and test. I am to launch Gaia at 06T grounding. From there, I'll spin her up past 1.0T. Wonder how long it'll take to break the 1.38T record MIE can go hang. Sleep. Actually, no. The final mission can wait until the DLC is done. I think it makes the most sense to do it now. That said, speaking of missions, there are a few that we need to finish first. First one, and we're just gonna bump all the way over down to it.
Huh, rain stopping. Knew it wouldn't last. Maybe I've spent too much time with you. I can almost feel the lightning in this.
And the taste, huh? Metal striking sparks along a sharpening stone, lingering. Here, touch it to your tongue, and...
Nope, that's your thing, not mine. You look startled. Are you okay?
I must leave. You should too.
Without a story? I brought down a stormbird.
You did. You're very able. And you're right. Ode is ode. But no more stories of the past. All told. All done. Future stories. I saw an onrushing storm. The future comes hungry for man and machine. It will catch me, I expect. Catch us all. So enough hunts, enough visions. I'll run. Chase that teasing sun to the Forbidden West.
I don't understand. I mean, not that I ever understand, but are you saying we should fear what's coming?
Oh, yes! Jungle on fire! Machine blue light dying out in the eddies of ashes. You, fallen, pale as snow flash, eyes staring open. The metal world, but not the one I sought. The future is a frightful dream, Huntress.
My name is Aloy.
I grew fond of you. Your curiosities and disbeliefs, Aloy. If you weather this storm, look for me. I'd like that.
Where? In the west? In the storm?
In dreams. Yes.
That actually, like, now it makes sense, Drew, that you said that, since you said you can find him in the Forbidden West, like, or you can find a reference to him in the Forbidden West, since, based on what he just said there, that makes perfect sense. It also, again, makes me wonder, is like, did Guerrilla already have an idea of what to do with their sequel during the creation of this game? Like, seemed they already had some ideas of what they wanted to do with the Forbidden West. Anyway. Again, we gonna just bump on over to that. Yeah, that's what it seems like to me. And then certain things they decided they could easily flush out. I have a boar skin. Well, isn't that a plus? No more need for blues. Perfect. Fish skin, rat bone, and fish skin. You know what? Just to get it out of the way. There's a merchant. The reason why I've been needing this foreskin, so I could get that Shadow Rattler and have the full set of all of the purple weapons. There. Now, back to the bunker. Let's go get our power armor. There it is.
Those clamps have the armor locked in place. Maybe there's a way to power up the mechanism, release the clamps. Only 2 more. Just 1 more. There we go. The last one. All powered up. Now to get the dials in position. There must be some kind of code.
Yep. 90. No! 270. $360. $450. $650. Or nope, $630. So you know what? I wonder if that just means put it there.
did it.
There we are.
Let's have a look at that armor inside. All right. Now let's see what we can do with this material.
It's pretty much what Elizabeth Sobek was wearing. There we are. You know, the more I think about it, yeah, I think we will do the Frozen Wilds after we complete the main story. Just makes the most sense. And then we can move on to Forbidden West and then finish with the Burning Shores. See, it's a logical progression. It makes perfect sense. Now we have our overshield as well. Makes me happy.
Need them soon enough.
And one final bump.
To think he built all this alone. So many memories. It's not home anymore. Not without Rost. There's nothing for me here anymore.
There. So, we're going to end this stream here for the night. When we start off our finale for Zero Dawn pre-DLC, we will begin by telling Ross that we are going to save the world from ending, then save the world from ending, and then head north before we head west. But that'll be in a tomorrow stream. It's pretty late. But thank you for everyone who tuned in to join us for this one. I appreciate having y'all with us. Y'all are awesome. We will see you in the next one. Take care.